gotta do his
You're
vibe
right.
check.
I do
We
have
gotta
to check
do the vibe check.
Oh yeah, here, let me switch to yeah, there we go. Now you can go ahead and do it. That way people can see.
Alright, we'll just get out of here. GG's.
GG's. All right. Checking the vibe. Sufficiently vibing.
Yeah.
Not bad.
You're going to the gym?
Not bad.
Nice. Have fun.
You can now dim the lights.
You need
Very
to
cool.
get a dice that has dicks on it. And roll that.
I mean, eventually we're gonna have we'll have our own dice with a little dick logo on the
Could
on
you
the 20
imagine
or
a
on the 1. Probably on the 1 better.
a 20-sided dick die?
Yeah, definitely on the 1, right?
No, on our 6-sided die, they're all dicks. It's just like it depends on
Dick dots.
because on the 6 we can do that. And it's tiny little dicks to represent the numbers.
Oh, I see somebody was solving for C on here.
Yes, that was me a few sessions ago. Trying to determine how big of a gap between these stairs were.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. So, your characters have stepped back through the portal with the navigator. The navigator, this unusual form of a creature, looks again like a wooden ball socket puppet.
Ball sack puppet.
Yeah, ball sack puppet, just like this.
Oh God.
Kind of has a key winding key on the back. Of course, you wound it up, and it spoke. It has a face. The face kind of appears on the wood. So it's like it doesn't really have a face. It just
in the wood grain.
It just kind of appears like in the wood grain and like changes based on, but there doesn't look like there's any physical thing there. It's just on the smooth wood within the grain. It changes.
Somebody's gonna dress this thing. You know that, right? Somebody's gonna put clothes on it.
And
dress up the navigator session.
Yeah, he's fucking naked right now. It's disgusting.
I know.
Yeah, totally.
Tag this NSFW.
Totally freaking gross. So yes, that is that's the navigator, and you walked through the unusual portal that showed you various lands, and it deposited you with the navigator back on your ship. I believe right outside of sickbay, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were talking to Anya.
Yep.
Yes, and
so the navigator can take us anywhere, right?
Well,
that's supposedly what the navigator said, but right now, again, the corridor. Everyone is in the corridor outside of sickbay, or at least everybody who was in the
I believe Anya was still unconscious, so we were going to go talk to Captain Nova. Is that right?
Yeah, Anya is still unconscious, and I don't know. Is that what you're gonna do? Are you gonna head up to the bridge and speak to the captain?
Hey, navigator. Or wait, I'm saying, navigator. Can you navigate us to the captain?
I have not.
Do you need me to navigate you to your own captain on your own ship?
You fuck hard. You lazy bastard.
It might take me a moment. Calibrating. Scanning. Calibrating.
All of a sudden we hear like the 1980s modem.
We just hear like
Yeah, something like that. After a few moments, the navigator says, "Please follow me."
I'll follow him.
Yeah, let's follow him up.
Mm-hmm.
So the navigator begins uh, walking through the ship, and it doesn't take too long before you realize that, yeah, it seems like the navigator has a good idea of where he is going, and it looks like he is navigating you towards the bridge of the ship. Obviously, it takes a little bit to get there, and because you're navigating from, let's see, sick bay down here, up here to the bridge of the ship. And so you pass some crew members. There's definitely there's people in the crew. They're like looking at you as this thing goes past. Like, the hell is that? There's like people that are like jumping out of the way and stuff. So far, you haven't seen anybody of consequence.
I didn't even know you had them.
So far, you haven't seen
Go ahead.
anybody of consequence. It's just like general, just airmen, whatever. Is anyone going to talk to anybody, make any explanations, or say anything to the navigator on the way to the bridge?
No, I feel like Solus and Guthix, probably want to talk to Captain Nova before returning to the crew.
Okay. And is the entire party that was um
On this
down
little
down
adventure
on
doing
the whatever, yeah, down on the thing, the whole away team, is everybody going to the bridge? Is everybody following the navigator? Is anybody either staying behind or going somewhere else?
Yeah, Argyle's not good.
Is Solus
the
at
navigator.
-5? Is that right?
Oh,
Huh?
wait a second.
No.
Is
That's just that's an error. That's
Okay.
sad.
I was gonna say, is Solus still messed up? Did
No,
we?
we're at the notes.
I was gonna say we should just make sure.
There we go. No, it's just error with the. Why does it say out of 10? Is that? No, it says out of 19. Okay. But yeah, no, it's just a little widget error.
A little widget error.
Argyle's like, the hell with this. And as soon as he gets as soon as they go up to the very next level
Mm-hmm.
where he knows his quarters are, he's going to his quarters.
Okay.
Because he's beat up, he's tired, he needs to rest, and because his shit's all wet, he needs to like decompress. I mean,
Yeah. He has had a rough.
he's had enough.
He has had a rough
today.
time. It's true.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
He's had enough of today.
Okay. All right. I can.
So Argyle, that's what Argyle's doing.
Yeah. I can
Kegel wants to go
understand
sleep too.
that. Okay, so Kegel also heading to the.
Meaning for spell renewal.
Okay, yeah, she's like, I gotta sleep. All right. So then everybody else, what? Solus, Ren, Guthix, and Sid, right? All following, all following the navigator up to the bridge.
Yes.
So
Correct.
you get all the way up to just outside the bridge, and the navigator stands outside the door to the bridge and says, "I calculate with 99.9% accuracy that your captain should be behind these doors or within this general area."
I knock on the doors.
Well, I mean, it's the door to the bridge.
Oh, I see. Well, then I step on through and start looking.
Okay. You step onto the bridge and
We break the door down.
and
I'm kicking the door down.
And on the bridge, you do see the captain, Captain Nova. You see the first officer, Commander uh, Aster Callis. You see the second officer. He is currently at the helm. That is Lieutenant Commander Tiberius, as well as other members of the bridge crew. And the captain turns. Is this Solus or Gothics that walk through the door?
It is Gothics.
Okay. The captain turns and stands up from his chair and he says, Gothics, wait. Uh, how? How are you back on the ship?
Uh, Hello, Captain. We have some explaining to do. Our adventure turned up quite interesting, to say the least. First and foremost, I would like to introduce you to, I suppose, a new member of our party in some respects.
The
This
captain's kind
is
of looking at you like, what?
this is the Navigator. Um, some kind of magical clockwork or being of some sort. It seems that it knows how to locate its way to really anywhere we tell it. At least we know so far. Um,
The navigator steps onto the bridge. I am the navigator. Ah, everyone on the bridge is looking at this thing. Ah, this is highly unusual. Ah,
yeah, you're telling us. So let me just relay to you how our little
before we
adventure
do
went.
that, Lieutenant Drock. Yes, sir. This is, of course, let's see, show you, Lieutenant Victor Drock. Uh, the captain says,
Oh, it's Ginger Thor. All
yeah,
right.
yeah, Ginger Thor, or it could be Ginger Jason Momoa,
Yeah,
possibly a
maybe,
little bit, little
maybe,
bit, little bit.
maybe.
But yeah, he says, Lieutenant. I mean, shit. Too many voices. uh, Lieutenant, uh, escort uh, the navigator and everyone else to the labs. I'm doing the wrong voice now, but it's okay. He says to escort to the labs. The captain is basically,
I
he's
don't
like,
know what I'm doing anymore.
yeah, exactly.
Certainly, this must all seem quite strange.
So Victor says, Gothics, follow me, and you, navigator, you follow me as well.
Certainly.
The captain's concerned about the security of the ship. We need to get this thing that you found contained and investigated. And so Victor uh, escorts you and the navigator and anybody else who is coming uh, down to the lab's workshops, which are right underneath of your quarters. So anybody that wants to just say to hell with it and I'm going back to my quarters can probably just do that.
Sounds good. I'll follow away. Gufkus will do the same.
In fact, Victor tells you that if you want to wait in your quarters, the captain will probably debrief you or one of the other officers. Does anybody follow Victor and the navigator?
Of course.
Yeah, Sig
Okay,
will.
so you continue to go. All right. So you follow him to the labs. He takes you and the navigator down to the labs. Um, where
Ooh. On the walk down, would I be able to cast that?
uh, that. Ah, yes, yes. Yes, you can, and you do not.
Okay.
I think I know where you're going with that, but yeah, no, no. Not radiating any negative life energies. Um, as far as you can tell, but yeah, yeah, not detected. So when you get down to the lab, you see Tegan. He is the mechanist and engineer, and generally the guy that operates down in the lab. And when he sees this thing, his face lights up, and he says, "What is that?"
What are those?
We were hoping you could tell us more about it as well. Um,
The
yeah.
landing party found it down inside the whirlpool. Captain wants you to check it out. Oh, my pleasure. Ooh, who found it? You? You? He's like looking at everybody who kind of tagged along. Tell me the
Something of the
story.
group effort. So basically, we went down into the waterfall, and we made our way down there, and we found this pillar. I guess it was a pillar, like a platform, with a hole in the center of it. The hole being a stairwell that led us down further. And at the bottom of the stairwell was some kind of strange water pit where if you entered it from
Mm-hmm.
anywhere but the staircase leading down, it was water, but if you just walked down the staircase into it, it was not water.
Ah,
Uh,
how unusual.
yeah, very strange, yes.
Beneath the
Besides
ocean,
that,
you say?
yes,
Where the island
uh,
once was? Oh, who
yes.
could have crafted this? Yes? Uh, any clues on its origin?
Well, after we got through the water pits, we found our way to this corridor with three doors that were trapped. We navigated the traps and, well, somewhat, and then we found ourselves deposited into this lake
Tegan gets a
far beneath.
stool and he like stands up on the stool and he's kind of like he's prodding and poking as you're telling the story.
Right. Um, so, oh, did
We
we lose?
just lost somebody.
And down.
I think we lost Jason
Jay.
actually, and he just internet just went down,
uh,
is what he said.
Oh,
keep
Aha.
going. I think we're good for now. Just keep going. You're basically
So,
recapping stuff he already played anyways.
sure, sure. So basically after that, we found ourselves in this vast lake, underground ocean type area, and the only thing we
Mm,
could really see was this island with this large gateway statue kind of thing on it. And we approached it, and it started talking to us, asking, is there a destination we would like to go?
the statue?
And yeah, it kind
Hmm,
of looked like a spider, kind of relaying what the drawing board we were looking at previously was like.
It
Um,
was more like a guardian.
sure.
I'm not even there.
yeah.
And it just kept
Basically,
talking forever.
it kept talking forever.
Like,
It said it could take us anywhere, and obviously we were very hesitant. So eventually it acquiesced, and it produced this large chest instead, and this chest inside had the navigator. Um, and we decided to walk through the portal after that, and here we were back at the sick bay.
Hmm,
So it seems that at the very least we found some kind of teleportation gateway.
I see. Huh. Well, this thing is very, very interesting, I must say for sure. And look at the way the face moves around the head without the head actually moving. You can see he's right. The face kind of can like move around, like it can kind of, the navigator can seemingly like look behind itself without even like turning its head.
It's quite interesting.
What is your purpose, navigator? My purpose is to navigate. Ah, that I ascertained. But where? Where can you take us? I am the navigator. I can take you anywhere that I know. Interesting. Anywhere.
Who made you, navigator?
The navigator is.
Are you saying you're a god navigator? You were at the creation of our plane?
The navigator is not a god. The
Hmm.
navigator does not have access to that information.
Now, let's not get too crazy here, Sid. I don't think this navigator is God.
Definitely
But
not a god. But
Yeah, those
perhaps made by a god. Get poked by Tegan.
Navigator, do you know anything about that portal that was speaking to us back in the cave?
That portal was a gateway.
And it created you, or it seemed to be sentient in some way?
I was not created by the gateway. The gateway simply delivered me to you. Per your request.
So it could bring things to us as well. Interesting.
I believe the gateway is closed. You can say that again. Mike walks in to the lab.
Hey, Mike, what's up? We were just about to talk to the captain about recalling you.
Yeah. What happened? They said you somehow reappeared back on the ship. And what the hell is that thing?
So I basically relayed to Mike everything that I've told thus far for brevity.
Okay. Uh, sounds great. I gotta, I gotta, I gotta get rest. So Mike leaves, and
I gotta get him rest.
finally the captain walks back in. Tegan, have you figured anything out? Ah, Captain. Hello. I been looking over this thing. If I had to guess, possibly gnomish in nature, but I couldn't say for sure. It is highly advanced, and, well, it must be magical. The captain asks you to relay what happened. You obviously don't have to relay what happened, but somebody explains to the captain. Correct?
So that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Gothics. He probably would have asked you anyway because you were the one that brought the thing to his bridge. So.
So what do we do now?
It's a good question. Navigator. How exactly is it that you navigate? I am the navigator. I can give you coordinates, or I can pilot your ship directly.
That might be a little dangerous. I don't know. I don't know if we should trust this that much yet.
Yeah. The captain is like, ugh.
Pilots the ship directly into the ocean.
Yeah, directly into the
Nose
sun.
dives.
Exactly.
Navigator, take us to where our future is the brightest. Directly into the sun.
Son, yeah.
Gothic, let me ask you. When you talk to this entity, this portal, you said that you spoke to it, and it spoke back to you.
Yeah,
What did you say in order to receive this?
I think I said, take us to where whoever needs our help the most, or
That
something
is
along the
correct.
lines of, yeah. So do you need our help, or what's the deal?
Are you addressing me? I do not need your help.
So
In
then why
fact,
did the
I think
why
I
did the
am here
plague
to
hit us?
assist you. It is the only logical explanation.
We needed the most help. That's what was going on.
That's true. It did show us, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's how it was.
Did the most help. What do you
I
think
think
that it...
Jay's back.
He's back.
Yeah, hey! What do you think that it means, Gothix?
Hey, cool mother of all.
I
Welcome.
think we are instructed to go somewhere, and this magical navigator here is meant to aid us in our journey. Now, for where we have to go, I'm not so sure.
It's a navigator navigating the ship because I lost everything.
No, they're discussing the navigator right now. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, everybody's still in the lab talking. The captain came down and they're kind of discussing the navigator
Okay.
with the captain and the engineer.
Yeah. Jay, you and I don't have people here.
I know, but I didn't know
Just
if I had people there or not because I was
Nah,
gone.
not at the moment. I think the only people here are Sid, Ren, and then Cameron's two characters.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
muting, and then I'll sit here and I'll drink water and
you do that.
try not to snore
I'll try and
because
remind
I'm
you
tired.
to not, to unmute when you have to talk. Cool.
I will. I'm
You.
hopefully my computer, my internet stays up.
Here's to hoping.
pay your bill.
So Gothix, what do you make of that?
What do you mean? As in, do I trust this thing?
Well, do you trust it? What's your feeling? And what do you think about the fact that it says it will take us in answer to your question? Is us most. What do you think
What
about
was that?
that?
What was that last part you said?
Who needs us most? Because
Oh,
you,
okay. I think that this thing seems pretty neutral. I don't think it intends to cause us any harm. And maybe in navigating these rough waters, the navigator can provide insight that we wouldn't have otherwise. So,
it's possible.
yeah.
I'm going to order a 24-hour quarantine, an additional study. Mike's back on the ship, and the whirlpool has closed. The island's gone.
The island is gone.
But the
Not
whirlpool has
sure.
closed as well. It's gone. There's nothing. Just water. Even the mist
That
has dissipated.
That would make sense. Somehow I didn't get the feeling we would be able to return to that place.
Is the is the continual light though still there?
Probably somebody dispelled it by now.
I like to
Just
think
gotta
there's just a permanent
just
marker of
gotta
Either
kinda
that or
sitting
just
there.
leave it. Yeah, yeah. Maybe they'll just leave it as like a permanent marker. Like, here's where this thing used to be, just in case somebody ever like
nice little
needs to.
waypoint for us.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, the
Little
ward didn't
waypoint.
dispel it unless someone else did.
Hmm. Yeah, probably not then. So it's probably just gonna hang there for forever.
Cool. Then I suppose we will quarantine, rest up, and make our way onward into oblivion.
Well, don't put it that grimly. But yes,
Oh.
get to your quarters and rest up.
All right. So Guthix returns. He goes back to the quarters and relays this information to the rest of the party. Um, Timmy is
Kyle's
very
already fucking
stunned.
asleep. He's like,
So at this point, I'm gonna assume that everybody's back in quarters, other than Anya, who is asleep in sick bay.
Mary would be going back and forth.
Back and forth. Yeah. Okay. So your characters all get to back to their bunks, tired, hurt, um, and unless anybody specifically goes for healing, I'm gonna assume most of you probably just crash out. Correct?
Yeah, I think I'm only damaged enough that I could probably just sleep it off.
Okay. So everybody.
Argyle would probably need healing because he's down by like half his
Well, I
hit
didn't
points,
ask
but
you because
it
you
can
stated you were going straight to your bunk.
yeah.
So I assume that if
So
you're gonna get healing, you're probably gonna do it after you sleep.
yeah, more than likely.
All right.
Sid would go straight to the med bay
Sid.
after all
Okay.
the meetings.
All right. All right.
Yes, that is true. I think Sid nearly died.
Yeah,
So
probably a good
Correct.
idea. Okay. So Sid goes to the med bay, and we're gonna say that because Sid was unconscious for so long, Father Brabar suggests that maybe Sid like take a take a spot in the med bay and maybe hang out here tonight, just for
Sure.
observation.
I'll bring down a skeleton of mine just to chill with me in med bay.
All right. So
Or decorate the room, my quarters in there just for a day.
all right. So not weird at all. Sid creeping out the other patients and Mary.
yeah, this is Sid we're talking about. We're
True.
pretty much
Ma-
used to it at this
Actually,
point.
Mary's probably used
Used
to
to
it
it
by
by
now.
now, finally. Yeah,
She's
okay.
just like, yeah, whatever. Actually, as a matter of fact, Sid is probably the person, other than Anya, that Mary gets along with the best.
Hmm.
Just
Really?
because they hang out in party, they hang out together a lot. Because
That's
when they're
true.
on mission,
They did kind of hang out together a lot. So
they're together a good bit because of their similar power levels.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah.
Very
So
similar.
Good pal, Sid.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
The necromancer and the priest.
Together again.
Unlikely friendship.
Mhm.
That's the new '80s sitcom. Speaking of which, really quick aside, Top Gun Maverick, freaking excellent.
I keep hearing that it's really, really good. Like that
Oh
everybody's saying like,
my
"Oh my gosh!" So you
god!
went to see it? That's
Like
cool.
I watched Top Gun on Sunday night
On
to
Netflix, yeah,
prepare,
I saw they just
just
put it back up.
just
Yep.
just to watch, and then to get my because I hadn't seen it in 20 years, and then went the next day, dude. It I mean it really is like it's It is excellent. It's
Sweet.
one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
Oh, that's cool.
One of the cool things that I heard about it before we get back to the game, but then I do want to get back to the game pretty quickly, is that apparently they digitally recreated Val Kilmer's voice so that he could speak in the movie. Since he has throat cancer, he can't actually talk. He worked with some company. I saw like a little tiny mini documentary on it. So,
I'll tell
pretty
you
dope.
what, they actually treated him and that relationship, they treated that with the utmost respect. I was floored. I was super impressed with how they treated him, how they treated the Ice and Maverick relationship. It was it was spot on. It really was great.
That's dope. Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway,
All right, back.
so
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Um, so Sid in sick bay, everybody else. All right. So everybody go ahead, and anybody who's hurt and resting, can I go ahead and 2 hit points. I guess anybody that needs to re-up spells or whatever, maybe think about that since you are since you're back. But it's not a super pressing thing. But it's
I would
something
imagine
to
that
think
once
about.
Argyle actually wakes up, after he goes and gets breakfast, he'll probably head down to sick bay so he can get himself back to normal.
Okay. We're gonna
Sid.
say that a full night in sick bay under the care of the great father has put Sid back up to full health, and he's cleared in the morning to leave sick bay.
Ooh, sweet.
Anya's continuing to have nightmares and is getting pretty big.
Hey now.
And Argyle, how far is he down?
At this point, 20 of 35. So he is down by 15 hit points.
All right. Let's see.
Very strange. Anya being pregnant.
He gets 13 back from the father, so he's mostly patched up. In a combination of bandages and practical medicine and healing, he's mostly patched up. Anybody else need to get to sick bay for additional healing? Should probably just go ahead and get that handled now. Nope. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm chilling.
So
I don't know if Jay, are
Jay
you
here.
paying attention?
oh yeah, Jay. I don't know if Kegel is. I don't think so
Can't remember if
though.
Kegel got
I'll
hurt
go
or
ahead and
not.
go to the sick bay and get my 3 health back.
I was getting the drink.
Okay.
Kegel is at full health anyways.
Oh, Kegel's at full health. All right. Yeah. Then
So is Rumby. So
okay.
I mean,
If it's only 3, then yeah, you just go ahead and just put random back up to max. Then if he's only down by 3.
Somehow Rumby got like 15 hit points worth of damage. He didn't even go on the adventure.
well, I didn't know. I mean, from before, I was checking his health just in case.
Yeah, it's always good.
Okay.
So, cool.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the time of the quarantine and observation of the navigator. Um, it's 24 hours, so you basically have like the next day. If there's anything that anybody specifically really needs to do, now is the time. If not, then you've just kind of gone about your regular duties.
He said duties.
I did.
I think I'll just check up on Anya every once in a while and, make sure that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, she's not super comfortable at the moment, but she hasn't popped just yet. She's starting to get big, especially for an elf. She's starting to get kind of dangerously big almost. Like, we gotta definitely bed rest you, girly. So about 2 days pass. You don't really hear anything regarding the navigator. The ship has just kind of been continuing on course further out into the wilds of the world, and you've been kind of just going about your regular day-to-day duties. Um, when when the captain calls uh, calls the party together. Are you
Picking my spells.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
picking your
don't worry
spells.
about it.
Gotcha. Cool. Um so the captain calls a meeting of the away parties. And he basically says that he can just come down and see you in your quarters.
Sounds good to me.
So the captain comes in. So, Commander Kalish has been talking to the navigator, and it's given us some information. We believe that we are going to give the navigator a test run. Of course, we're not going to have him directly pilot the ship. Commander Tiberius will be helming the ship. But the navigator has been working with Commander Callis to see if we cannot find other interesting landmarks. Places worth exploring. But I'm going to put the ship on high alert. This is a trial run. We really don't know if we can trust the navigator. But this ship is an exploratory vessel. Our mission is a mission of exploration, and I think it's worth the risk.
I would agree.
Space. The final frontier.
I wanted to let you know that that's what we were doing before the memo went out to the entire ship. Especially since it was you that discovered the navigator.
So I guess we'll just lay low and do our normal stuff until otherwise noted. Thank you for informing us.
Sounds good. And be ready at a moment's notice. If we are to find uh, any anomalies, any lands to explore, we'll need you ready. Rest up.
Okay. So Guthix is just gonna kind of take it easy today, outside of doing his meditations and exercises.
So it goes out to the whole crew. Information about the navigator. People are buzzing. The whole crew is just a talk about what the hell, the navigator. In fact, you start getting stopped in corridors. And when I say you, I mean anybody that has any connection to anyone on the away mission. Which means that people who are directly on the away mission, but also other away members, just because they have like a tertiary connection. So people are asking you, like, but random people are like, "Did you see it? Like, where did it come from?" They're asking you all kinds of questions. You're getting like all kinds of questions. It's a buzz, and anybody that goes and hangs out into the lounge, that's what everybody's talking about right now is the navigator.
Yeah. Of anyone that comes across any of my characters, I'm like, I don't know, man.
you're,
It's as good as guess as you.
you're just gonna be like,
Okay, so here's the thing: are people coming up to Argyle?
oh yeah, 100%. Because there's people that
Like,
don't like. There's a lot of people on the ship. There's like 300 people on the ship. So there's like people that like don't know Argyle. You know what I mean? So there's definitely
They know
people that
Argyle.
like kind of will recognize him and be like, that guy's on the away party. Like, ask him. And then like some ensign will be like go up and be like, hey, sir, excuse me, sir, hi.
whatever Argyle is doing, Argyle is continuing to do it. Like, if he's just like walking down the hall or
Yeah,
eating,
yeah.
he's not like engaging
We're
with
just
these
gonna say
people.
he's walking down the hall. Like the guy
Just
like
Okay.
completely
sees him.
unapproachable.
Yeah, the guy like sees him. Art like he's walking forward and like they're like walking towards each other. And he's like talking. Does Argyle just walk past him?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So the guy like turns and he's like, uh excuse me, sir? Hi. Sir? Hello?
Goes around the corner. Just
Uh
continues to walk away.
uh I don't know. I don't know that guy. Yeah. I don't know either. Those away people are weird. So that goes on for a while. Uh, it's really intense, like the first week, because yes, you're just traveling like a week's past, so it's pretty. There's a lot of that the very first week, and then it starts to kind of die down the second week. Um, and you haven't hit anything. You haven't seen anything. You haven't heard any reports of Watch finding anything. When you looked out, you haven't seen anything. It's like it's pretty bare. Uh,
Wait a
kind
minute, and Anya's been like this for 2 more weeks? Oh Lord.
I mean, yeah, typically, women are pregnant for a long time. How it
yeah,
goes.
I mean
But
Anya,
she was accelerated though.
yeah, she was accelerated, and she's really big, and she's really like very uncomfortable.
Oh, I thought she was. Is she awake? Has she woken up at any time?
Yeah, she's in and out. She
Okay.
wakes up like
I'll
she's having like bad dreams at night, but she's awake during the day for the most part, just feeling awful mainly.
Solus is, or not Solus, Guthix is like in one of the sessions that Anya's awake. Anya, what do you think about this? Do you want to have this child, or
I want this thing out of me.
I want to do an
I
insight
don't.
check.
I don't want it in me anymore.
I want to do an insight check focused on the creature inside Anya.
Okay. What are you when you say insight, what do you mean by that? Do you mean you're just trying to use your natural
Isn't
cuz
there Isn't there an ability that kind of like detects good and evil, or is that like actually a spell or
That's
whatever?
actually a spell.
This isn't
People-
5e.
It's
People
just-
can give Anya an elixir that may help her give birth.
I can
Are you
try to
interested?
detect undead.
Oh, now if you want an elixir that can help you give birth, talk to Timmy. He's got all kinds.
So
Mary's been working with the doctor and I would assume she's been asking they like trying everything like remove curse, bless, just
oh yeah,
all
yeah.
kinds of
Trust me, the father
they're
is Father
trying all
Brabar
kinds of
is
spells.
yeah.
Yeah.
Father Brabar is definitely monitoring the situation. Um, but as far as he can tell, what's inside you is an elf baby.
Really. Huh.
So you and Guthix are
Fine.
sitting there, and then you feel it. Make a Constitution check.
Anya's water just break or something?
Guthix makes the Constitution check for Anya.
So.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant both of us.
Well, we're gonna keep Guthix's Constitution check too. Hang on, that might be applicable. Anya, make your Anya, make your Constitution check.
Might be. That makes more sense. Hey.
Okay,
Okay.
so she kind of keeps it together.
Okay, you
She
kind of
keeps-
keep it together, but you feel this sharp pain, and Guthix is kind of sitting there, kind of right in front of you, and just like this, just water just goes whoosh, and sprays all over Guthix. And
Guthix
Guthix
doesn't keep it together.
Hell?
Guthix momentarily gets lightheaded and kind of falls over, passes out, but only for like a moment. He like falls over, passes out, and then immediately like wakes up and is like, "What the fuck?" And he's covered in some birth goo.
Actually,
Close.
Guthix is all about nature and naturalism. He should be reveling in this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was just not
Yeah.
ready.
How beautiful. Let
Uh,
me inform the father.
yeah. Mary's
Here's
not
the
there. Where's Mary? She went for a lunch. Father Brabar runs over. Oh my goodness, what's going on?
I think it's time, father.
Oh my dear. Guthix, fetch Mary!
All right, and Guthix quickly excuses himself. Maybe grabs a towel on the way out.
All right.
Not the first time. A mess has been all over the floor in sick bay.
True, true. So, eventually Guthix and Mary get back. Anybody else that wants to join them for the miracle of birth? And
Miracle of birth. Get this fucking thing out of me.
and when Father Brabar informs the captain and the bridge crew that the birth is happening, the captain increases security on sick bay and puts 2 security officers outside the door of the sick bay to kind of monitor things just to make sure. And
So for this birth, am I rolling initiative? Is this combat now?
Anya goes into labor. Dan, go ahead and roll a D48.
A D48?
Yes.
Okay, I have to remember how to do this. Hold on. It is.
Do those
Slash-
exist?
Is it slash roll?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then 1d48.
Yeah, correct.
Nope. Any spaces or no spaces?
Space between the roll command and
Yeah.
the entry.
All right.
Anya's labor lasts a grueling 25 hours.
Good Lord.
Oh my god.
Elf labors are notoriously long, but this is pretty rough.
Like I said, is this combat? Can we roll initiative for labor? Can
Uh,
we roll initiative for birth? Come on now.
no, there's no initiative, but
It makes her death check to make
yeah,
sure.
we're let's go ahead and have you roll a first of all, we're gonna have you roll another Constitution check. That's a long time.
Oh
All
no.
right. So
That's tiring. That's tiring. That makes sense.
all right, yeah, crazy. And one more thing. Flip a coin or roll a D2. Or I can flip a coin and you can call it. How do you want to
Yeah,
do it?
I don't have a coin. Do you have a coin next to you?
Uh,
Uh,
I was
I
gonna
have a
say,
coin really quickly. I have a coin like close, but not with. I have to leave the camera. Hold
yeah,
on.
I would too.
Hold on.
I was thinking I might have a coin around here, but no, my wallet only has bills in it. I stopped carrying coins.
All right, I'm back. Okay,
All right,
so I have a coin.
okay. So go ahead and flip the coin. Tell me heads or tails.
Heads.
Okay,
And just so that everybody knows, we can see it
it's
here.
fine. It's good. You don't even know what it's for right now.
Heads.
So, hey, Sonic Dix is in the chat. Says hi, Dix. Like I said, it's probably JT, but in
Oh,
case it's
yeah,
not,
Jason's in the chat
yeah,
now.
in
Yeah.
case it's not, hi.
he joined us.
All right. So after 25 grueling hours, Anya has given birth. She actually passes out, and you don't even really remember what happened. But when you kind of start to wake up, and when you wake up, there is a baby in your arms. It's a little baby boy. A little elven baby boy. He looks like you.
Is Anya charmed?
And anybody who kind of was there and took part in the birth, Mary and Guthix, things were pretty normal. It was a difficult, long labor, but it was a fairly normal labor. And the baby seems normal. The baby cried, but now the baby is not crying. Now the baby is resting in mother's arms. And everybody's kind of exhausted.
Reminds me of back home. Can't tell you how many kids I helped raise and how many families helped raise me. What are you gonna name it?
I've done as many checks as I can. I've scryed and used every resource at my ability, and as far as I can tell, this is son.
Mary has cast. At some point, Mary would have cast Detect Evil on this thing.
Oh yeah, no evil. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you have Father Brabar is actually like a decently high level, like higher level than you guys. Has
Jason's gone again.
yeah, he'll be back. His stupid internet has access to lots of other detections, and as far as I mean, he's it on the ship. You know, he's the high priest on the ship. He didn't detect anything. He's no evil, no no any types of possession or anything like that. Just a baby.
Congratulations on you. However the hell this happened.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm exhausted though. I need sleep.
Well, Mary,
Hmm?
could you possibly tend to the baby and help set up a nursery?
I would imagine that Mary's probably done that once or twice in her life. Being a cleric.
We'll let Anya sleep for now. You can rest here. So,
So that's what will happen, Mary. We'll set up a little makeshift nursery, and Anya
and
will rest. And
and
I will not be calling this child Wesley, so that people can say, "Shut up, Wesley."
so Anya gets some rest and begins to recover from the birth. Everything seems normal with her recovery. It's quick, as would be expected from, she's young, healthy, all that stuff. So she recovers fairly quickly. The baby also seems healthy. Things seem to be good. And the baby seems to be not 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 bad, not a fussy baby. So here's a question. Baby gotta eat.
Eat me.
Directions right here, no problem.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
How is Anya gonna deal with that? All right, gender studies people, let's go. See what we got going on here. We're getting in some deep shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide whether or not the instinct automatically kicks in, or if I should roll for the instinct.
Well,
To
maybe
feed
if
your
you're not
baby?
sure about it, you should probably roll to see.
I think maybe so. So
Yeah, yeah.
what would we say? Charisma for this? For
Mm,
instinct on mothering?
I feel like that's a
Eagle's gonna
wisdom
bring in a
check.
goat.
I'm gonna say wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
The lowest score that Anya has. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So she's not gonna do it then.
She's really hesitant about this child because
Okay. Yeah.
she feels like the child was forced upon her.
Mhm. Of
She hasn't
course.
even given the child a name
A
yet.
name.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
so she feels like the child was forced upon her,
So
I
and
need a name.
she's not feeling the motherly instinct.
okay. So she kind of discusses that with the father, and
What the
he.
hell? Something on my computer is playing like music, and I can't tell what. Figured it out.
Your volume settings.
Yeah, that's weird. We can't hear it.
Yeah, I heard somebody say figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. Sound like Alec. I don't know. But
I had a live stream on like another window.
oh, okay.
That would do it.
my word to it.
Yeah. So they figure out a kind of a replacement, basically. The
Well,
father is
there should
able
be animals. There should
to
be like goats and things on
yeah,
the.
kind of
I was gonna
figure out a
say,
replacement that can work for this baby. But it's alarming because even though Anya's not taken to the baby is growing faster than an elf baby should. In the same way that the gestation period was a lot quicker, like a lot quicker, it seems like the development of this child, even though it's only been a few days, is also somewhat accelerated, but it's difficult to tell. And so now there's some pressure to choose a name.
Has anybody? And here's the thing, because I'm actually asking like out of character, but for Anya.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Has any of the other characters who were hanging out with Anya told her about the adventure and the navigator? Has
I'm,
anybody told her about that?
I'm sure it made its way, you know.
Yeah, because remember, for 2 weeks, it's all anybody ever talked about. So there's definitely going to be people that came into sick bay. And eventually, probably Mary was going to tell. I mean, she's like sitting in bed for like all day, every day. Mary's
Yeah,
coming to
yeah,
her side. She's going to be telling her all the tea, right?
the stuff, right?
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, for 100%, she learned all this stuff. So she definitely knows about the navigator, but hasn't
Is she
seen the
up yet?
navigator.
Is she able to get out of bed yet? Is the is
Yes.
has the father released her?
Yes, yeah. Like I said, her recovery was quick, was as
Okay,
expected. So she was good to go pretty early on, yes.
so she's gonna go visit the captain by
Okay.
herself.
Okay. All
So
right.
she's gonna knock.
So she ends up making her way to the bridge, and the captain is not on the bridge, and Anya is informed that the captain is in his ready room and that she can go and see him there. And he says, "Come."
Captain,
Yes. How are you feeling?
I I'm feeling better, but I just don't know about this. I have a request. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, because I know you're probably gonna want to cut that out. Let's try that again. All right, Captain, Captain. I don't know how I feel about this, but and I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but I have a request.
Yes.
I've
Taco Bell.
I've heard tell of this navigator that that my comrades found,
Yes, he's been
and that
working
you've
with
been
Commander
letting
Kalish, the
you've been
navigator of the ship, of course.
you've been letting the navigator kind of guide us, and I've also heard that he's really not guide he's really not guided us anywhere. We haven't seen land, we haven't seen anything.
It's true.
So my request, and maybe the navigator
Captain Nova,
could
to the
could help.
bridge. Captain Nova, to the bridge. Immediately.
Oh my.
Fuck you.
So he opens up his ready room. The ready room's just off the bridge, as they
Mhm.
are, you know. And
Anya follows him out.
they walk back out onto the bridge.
God.
Yes, Commander, what's going on? Captain, I've spotted something. Something unusual. Reports coming in, sir. There are the
Giant dick in the ocean.
We need a pack lead on board so we can go something big, something very big.
Yeah. What is it, Commander? What are you seeing? Sir, I don't know how to describe this. Captain, it looks like the end. The end. What do you mean? Captain, the ocean up there. It stops. What's after it? I don't know.
The giant black void.
Full stop.
The galactic barrier. We're about to go to we're about to go and find Spock's brother. And
Have everybody's pain explored.
yeah,
Mm.
what does God need with an airship?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Anya. You were saying?
I was going to ask if you could have the navigator find where take us to where this child came from.
I can show you where the child came from. You didn't even realize the navigator is on the bridge. You like turn and you look and you see this fucking thing.
What the?
As in, as in
Yeah, as in big wooden thing. Yeah.
this fucking thing.
Has somebody dressed it? Have they dressed it yet?
Yo, please tell me we didn't leave it bare like it is.
No, they chose to leave it bare. So it's just like walking around all wooden and weird.
Captain,
The-
we gotta get this thing a uniform or something, man. This is creeping me out.
Yeah. No, the commander doesn't feel comfortable humanizing it. She wants it to look weird so that it looks weird. So
Anya walks right up to it. How tall is it? Oh my god.
I knew it. I was waiting. I don't know how it took that long. At least give him some
How
balls.
tall is the thing? How tall is the thing?
It's like just under 6 foot. I think that's
Oh,
what I said
okay.
it
So
was.
she's really short. So she walks up to it, and she's like 5 foot. So she kind of walks up and
To its
looks up at
chest,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, looks up into its face. What
Hmm.
seems like its face.
Its face drops down to its chest, so it's looking you in the eyes.
What the fuck?
It's fucking weird.
Oh, God.
Okay. So where did it come from? If it
Where did
points
it
to my
go?
belly, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
It points to your belly. Right
Anya
there.
is so fucking pissed.
it Why it came from you. We don't have time for this. Did you hear what the commander said? The end. Navigator, what is out there? What is the end? beyond the ocean. That's the. Oh God. Oh God. Oh,
No.
oh no. Oh. Oh, jeez. I don't know who did that, but cheers to you. And if anybody's in chat right now, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome to our game.
It looks like there's definitely an STD involved.
Mhm.
There's actually
Yeah.
somebody. There's actually something in someone or something in chat
Mhm.
called La Kaylee, which is an actual name. So I
Yeah.
don't know if La Kaylee is actually following.
Hi, Kaylee. I'm sorry. But, you know, this is
The
what
kind
it
of
is.
content you get.
Yeah, this is our content, so I hope you like it.
Pretty
I
much.
mean, you know, subscribe, please, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. I can't remember even what you can do on Twitch. Can you like the stream or something?
Yeah.
Do that, please. Okay.
So
Yeah.
so
So
she's like
yeah. So
she
Commander.
turns back. So she turns back around and is looking out the window. Are
Okay.
there windows here?
There is kind of a big open view, like there's kind of a big hole in the wall in the front. So it's kind of like
All right. So
a view opening, but it's like not totally open air.
all right. All right. See, that's what she's looking
Kind of like
out.
a
She's
window
watching.
almost. Hmm. Yeah.
It's Amish.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of.
Abraham Lincoln.
So Commander Callus kind of gets bitchy, and she's like, you know, takes the focus away from Anya, and starts asking the navigator questions. And the navigator says, "Beyond the ocean are the ones who need you."
Damn it! Someone beat me to the mustache.
Who needs us? Where are you taking us? Captain, this is highly unusual. We've seen nothing for weeks. And now this? What is going on? Who are you? I am the navigator. This thing.
It's listen, and Anya's piping up at this point. She's like, we're here to explore. That is what we're going to explore. Unless you signed up for the wrong mission.
Oh damn.
You will stand down. Or I will have you removed from the bridge. It's enough of that. Enough of that. Anya.
I signed up for the right mission.
Anya, please. Commander. Astra, come on. This is what we signed up for. And now we're here. This is the end. It's at the beginning. Commander. Commander Tiberius. Take us ahead. See if we can get a better look. Aye, sir. Raise the alert of the ship. So, Tiberius calls an all hands on the ship and raises the alert. So everybody on the ship gets that kind of alert from him as he speaks through the helm, including all of your characters on the wherever you are, really. And no matter where your characters are, people start to kind of scramble. Everybody kind of goes to their stations.
What's going on? What is that?
So at this point, anyone that looks off the the fore of the ship, including anyone that is in the forward lounge, can see that you've got ocean, and then you don't. There's like a line that is like weird. Like the horizon doesn't look right.
Is it just blackness from there on, or like a mirage, or
It's
a wall?
it's weird because it looks like the sky continues, but then it looks like it almost looks like the horizon is like lowering as you get closer to it, which
Oh
is like
god.
super unnerving. It's like really weird. After a little while, something comes into view. It it looks. I'm just gonna take this guy's shoot. I'm gonna go back here because we've got some open space. You need back here because we've got some open space over here. And let's see here. I'm gonna do a little illustration here. So there's some water here. The water line, and
And then it just stops, and you just see sky forever, right?
yeah. But there's this thing. See this thing? Looks like a little tower. It's like shit. Ah! I just logged myself out of the game.
No.
Loser.
It looks like a lighthouse, and it's on snail.
Snail.
It's a lighthouse and a snail.
No snail. So on the bridge. By the way, does anybody else come to the bridge, or what is everybody doing at this point? I just want to get a character inventory. Who is where? So Anya's on the bridge with the captain.
I think from the quarters, you know,
Can you show the boat again?
Yeah, yeah. Let me do that.
yeah, I think, where's Timmy at? I need to place Timmy.
Yeah. Yeah, do that. Place your characters where they are.
Hey.
Place your characters. I don't know.
What the bloody hell is going on up there, man?
And I mean, if you fucking just stay in your quarters, like, you can totally do that. I mean, if that's what your character would just be like, I don't give a shit. But yeah, in probably the areas to best observe this from would be areas like where Thiwar are, obviously the ops deck, the bridge. Is Mary on top of the ship?
I just didn't want to crowd the bridge.
I gotcha.
The bridge is pretty big, though.
It is pretty big. So
Well, I mean, it's pretty big, but you know what I mean. I didn't want to physically, like, on the map, crowd the bridge.
yeah. So you already had a Rumby on
I
there.
want to crowd the bridge.
Mm-hmm. What about Keegle? Where's Keegle? Invisible.
Eagle's crowding the
There she
bridge.
is. I gotcha. Yeah, crowding the bridge.
No.
All right, so you're kind of flying anybody who is yeah, Like probably went up here to have a drink with these fellas.
Eagle's levitating above Rumby.
What about Harro? What about your characters, Ren and Chud?
I suppose Chud will be there. Ren doesn't really care.
I mean, Chud can go up on deck and take heroes and kind of like, cause you know, like up
Yeah.
on the top of the deck. That's he can get a little like higher view.
Sounds good to me.
Ride around the promenade. All
Do
right.
you know we have someone in Twitch, right?
Hmm?
We do have someone in Twitch.
Oh, nice. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh yeah. Hey, Ginger looks enthralled. I see.
Heh.
And that's not me.
Ah, cool. Well, hello, welcome to our game, and
Yeah.
please continue to enjoy. But we're not gonna stop the game too much because we want you to enjoy the game. So anyway, welcome and stuff. All right, so all of your characters in their various positions, you can see the horizon line coming, and you can see that there is this thing sticking up out of the water. It looks like a thin tower with kind of that widens out at the top. Wilt,
Real quick,
slow down.
Who is this?
Is oh, that's
Outside of you?
that is that's Mike
That's
Oxfire.
Mike. That has to be Mike.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he so big?
He's
Oh,
huge.
He's
He's massive.
I just made him big so that you could see it, so that I wouldn't have to like click around or whatever. I just expanded it.
Yeah.
I gave him I gave him a new icon since he's an NPC now. I wanted to emphasize his fiery elementalist stuff.
I see. Makes sense.
Yeah. So,
That he
Mike.
hasn't used in months.
Yeah, he's been piloting. You know, he's gotten
Cool.
gotten down to the pilot stuff. Anyway, back to the game. So this thing, you see it. The captain tells the helmsman, Lieutenant Commander Tiberius, to be careful and to slow by half. You start to approach this tower. It's small, and you do see that as you approach, the ocean just ends. It just like falls off. There's almost like a waterfall. It just there's like past it there's just sky and kind of like blackness below.
Huh.
Commander, full stop. What is that thing? The tower. It's somewhat below us. So you can see this tower. It looks pretty small, thin. Away team.
Yes. Are we reporting somewhere?
This is the captain. Create a party and take Mike and the Explorer. Let's check that thing out. So who's going?
All right. I think I've been bloody cooped up in this ship long enough. I'm in.
All right.
I need to get
So-
out.
Yes, I'd like to go as well. That was the war.
We got Timmy, Anya, Thawar.
Where are we going?
Onto the Explorer to go check out this weird little tower thing.
Okay. Rumby was on the ship last time, so I'll let Rumby go.
Okay. So you take Rumby and
I suppose that I have
But then
some
again, I need more XP for my.
You bring more than one character, you know.
No, I can't. I get too fucking distracted.
Yeah, it's not that big of a thing right now, I'll tell you, as far as this is concerned.
Okay, so
It's
Rumby's gonna go.
it's not, yeah, it's probably not as much as you're thinking. And then is Ren or Chud gone?
We might need some muscle.
True. Or we might need
Ren,
someone that can
Chud,
sneak around.
yes, no,
What's up?
maybe.
Sorry, Alec was talking to me.
Oh, Ren or Chud going on the Explorer to check out this thing?
And
Yeah, right.
Anya said we might need some muscle.
Then Chud will too. Both of them.
Okay, Ren and Chud. Okay. All right. So Timmy, Anya, Thawar, Rumby, Ren, and Chud, good?
I need to get
Sounds
socks.
right.
All right.
But so be back 1 sec.
Okay.
I have no socks.
Okay.
My feet are cold.
Go put on your socks then, man.
I
All
think I
right.
could throw on some socks as well.
Everybody
I
get
think,
them socks on.
actually, I don't need socks, but I do need to refill my water. I'll be right back.
All right, then refill your water. I guess we're taking a break. Let's see.
Like sock break.
While we're taking a break, let's see. Our viewer.
Don't stand up and show our viewer anything that you don't want our viewer to see.
I'm not gonna flash anybody. Don't worry. Okay,
It's
our
on this
viewer's
time, right?
asking, why is this a two-man show when there's oh, okay. Two-man show when there's 6 people. What's up with the period stain on the right? So the answer to that question is that the period stain on the right is our friend who doesn't want to be live on stream because of he's got his I don't know. He's got his reasons, but he doesn't want to be live on stream. So he is that is in fact a blood stain. I cannot confirm whether it is a period or not, but
Well, it kind of leaves. It's kind of like a dot, so that could, at the end of the sentence, it could be.
it's true. It's true. It could be. Oh, you're right. Ah, gotcha. So that's what's up with that. And then the what character are you supposed to? What character is your avatar, Harrison?
It's from a show called Comey Can't Communicate.
Okay.
It's basically an androgynous character, kind of a troll.
Yeah.
Representative
So
of the
that person is my son, and I don't. I think he's off camera either because he's lazy or because he
sleeping.
doesn't have a camera. Do you have a camera? Why are you off camera?
I do, but I haven't set it up.
Okay.
Why is Cameron not like on video?
because I don't have.
Why
a
is somebody
camera.
was someone asking about my profile
Oh,
picture?
Yeah. That's the whole conversation is that there's somebody in chat and they're asking why it's a two-man show when there's 6 people. And then they were asking about JT's like period stain and I mean there's 3 of us on here. I guess that's also maybe a dig at Garrett for not jumping in, just kind of hanging out over there being quiet cuz he didn't mention
Yeah.
you or she or our chatter.
I am
Seal-
totally in love with the
Seals
combat
swimming?
and character exploration parts. I'll let these guys push the story.
Yeah. You know. Anyway, thank you for the interest. We appreciate it. But, yeah. that period stain's my friend Jay, and he's been a period stain like since like we were 11 years old. So yeah. Anyway,
Return with socks. I think we're good.
yeah. Everybody good to go?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, so you get on board the Explorer with Mike. Who's piloting the Explorer. I'm gonna go ahead and just show the stream the ships real quick so that they can see the Explorer. It's this one over here on the left.
That's labeled Explorer.
Yes,
Like people can't read.
exactly. Hey man, I'm just explaining for our viewer.
Just explaining.
Just explaining what's up. All right. So,
Of course.
yeah, back to this thing right here. That's
I
what
I like the Kane edition.
that's what we're really talking about. All right. So,
Kind of looks like a fucked up Mr. Peanut.
It does.
Yeah.
so Mike Mike pilots the ship towards this strange little tower here. As you close down in on it, you see that it's maybe about 100 meters high. It's very thin,
How close to the edge is it?
very close to the edge. So it's like maybe, I don't know, it's like maybe like a half mile from the edge. So it's like
And
there's this stick sticking up, there's about a half mile to the edge.
Is water really like pouring over, or is it, or does it not seem like that? Or is like the water actually like not pouring and it just takes a 90?
It's hard to see from here because the water is still somewhat tumultuous here. So
Okay.
it's hard to see if it's pouring over or if it's just kind of folded somehow over. You haven't even gotten past this little thing, so you're not quite to the end yet. So as Mike kind of flies down towards it, you see that the little bulb on top is actually doesn't look much bigger than the Explorer itself. And the tower portion is incredibly skinny. It's like a thick pole. It doesn't look like anybody could it's like a post almost. Like it doesn't even look like anybody could climb up whatever. It's just this kind of post sticking about 100 meters out of the water, and then there's this kind of gray bulb at the top. And you think you can see windows? What the hell is that? I think I see somebody in there.
Take us as close as you can.
We bring the navigator with us.
You did not bring the navigator. The navigator
Okay.
is on the ship. After a few moments as you try to fly closer in, there is the whole sky kind of like starts flashing. There's like this kind of flicker. And then you see it kind of flickers and it kind of looks weird. And then you see a big visage of a bearded figure in a robe.
I totally called it.
And the
You
and
get
he
in.
and he goes, and you hear this voice, this kind of booming voice that goes, "Ah, oh shit. Uh, where's the?
Huh.
of all the yeah, and you see the big visage. This thing is like its lips are moving, but the voice, it's booming and it's loud as hell, but it doesn't match the visage. It's like the visage is this old craggy old man with like a big long white beard and long hair and a robe, and you're not really sure what's going on. It's very confusing.
Did it sound like it was coming from that tower?
It sounds like it's coming from all around you. I mean, it's
Okay.
it's loud, but the tower's gone. Now there's just this big face, literally in front of your ship. After a few moments of silence, there's some clicking. The image flicks again in and out, and then it says, "Go back where you have come from." Shit. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Shit.
Go back to your home.
Uh,
No.
so she's gonna look out the window and go, or what? She's gonna yell it. I'm not gonna yell it, but she's gonna yell it. Or what?
Certain doom.
I've heard that many times before.
Really?
Why can't I get this damn thing to work?
Having technical difficulties.
Mike, fly forward.
We're gonna crash into it.
Like into the mouth?
Unless you sense that there's something that there's a solid object, let's
Can
go
I,
forward just a little bit, very slowly.
Can I actually
Hey,
cast detect illusion?
that's
and
what I was gonna
touch
say.
Mike?
Thawar was he was
Excellent.
Mike was just about to say, "Hey, Thawar," and as soon as he touched him, and yeah, you detect an illusion.
And then if I'm touching him, he can see through it too.
Mm-hmm. You just see the tower. Huh. Yeah, let me just fly down here. So Mike flies into the face, and the face like flickers out again, and there's just the tower, and you're like right down in front of the tower. And there's this guy.
Can you see into the windows?
Yeah, there's like a window, and you see this guy, and it's like this guy, and he's like kind of fat, and he's balding, and he's wearing this like gray suit, and he's like you can see him like looking around, and he like looks out the window, and he's like, and you see him like he like he starts taking his arm like this, and you see these like things go clunk, and kind of like the window gets opaque, and you can't see him anymore.
Keep pulling down the blinds.
We close enough we can knock on the window.
Yes. I mean, you're pretty close. You could easily get like just move a few more feet in,
Actually,
open the hatch and knock on the window.
no, we brought hold on. We brought Shud with us. Doesn't Shud have like a lance?
Yes. Chud does have a
Shud.
lance.
Toss his lance all
Does
the way
indeed.
into the tower.
Can you can you lance that window?
Sure thing. And he's going to throw it at the window.
He's gonna
You're
throw it?
Throw it.
Oh
You're
yeah.
close enough that you
No,
can
no.
tap.
Yeet.
Just see this.
Just bounces off.
Okay, yeah, he'll attack the window with his lance.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
This is awesome. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
thing-
gosh.
That thing is done.
Okay,
Actually, lance-proof glass.
let's see here. Okay. All right. So the lance goes directly into the window and just like shatters it. So basically what you see is that it just looks gray, just like the outside. as soon as the lance hits it, it kind of like shatters and that gray kind of disappears, and you see the glass just like, well, whatever it is, kind of, it looks like glass, spills in on, and you see kind of the guy disappear. So like all this big pane of glass just like shattered in. So it's just completely open now in the front. And you don't see the guy.
Well, I bet
Is
we
there like,
hop on
I
in
mean,
now.
is the window big enough to like go out and through the window
I mean, the
and like
window
into
is,
the
it's
thing?
probably about 4 foot high and probably about like 8 foot wide. Like, it's pretty wide.
So if we opened the hatch, we could actually just walk in through it. It was ducking, but we could walk in.
You probably could.
I say we go in.
Yeah.
Can you open the hatch?
Yeah. Go ahead and open it. You can open the hatch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We open the hatch, and I guess Anya is going to make her way over.
He can like pull up. I mean, if you ask Mike to kind of pull
Yeah.
up alongside, he can do that.
Right.
The side hatch.
Right.
Yeah. So Mike pulls up alongside, and you open the hatch, and it's just right there.
Anya hops in.
Yeah.
Does
Sid is
everybody
going to
pop in?
follow. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, Thor will.
I don't know.
See,
if,
so
Chud
everybody
could
kind of
join.
jumps into this
Hey,
this.
did Chud bring the horse?
Of course.
How is the horse gonna get in
The
there?
horse is probably not going to be able to get in.
Shit.
To be fair,
No.
Hero's probably going to have to stay on the Explorer for the time being.
Then so is Chad.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so everybody that Chud jumps in there, and you see this guy. This area, it's not that big. It's only maybe about like 12 by 12 feet. And it looks like a little center. And there's this guy in there, and he's just like, there's debris all over the floor. The lance is like stuck into this box in the other wall. The box is kind of crackling, and there's kind of like light and smoke coming out of this box.
How is this guy dressed?
He looks like he's dressed in some sort of a uniform. And now that he realizes you're in here, he's alive. He wasn't hit by the lance. He kind of like sits up and like scoots his way all the way to the back like corner. And he's like on the last day of the changeover, right before my retirement. You have got to be shitting me.
First off,
What's retirement?
if we even know what retirement is.
Well, I feel like it probably translated right for you because the nut is in
Oh, okay.
is
the nut-
in
okay, we
yeah
got
yeah
the
your
nut.
translation
Yeah.
nut is working for this guy, so it probably translated into a correct concept.
Oh, okay. Okay. Alright.
Oh,
What race does this guy look like? Is he like a dwarf or something, or human?
now that you're up close to this guy, you're not sure. He
What color is he?
kinda looks human. He's like
Is he pink?
he's not quite a salmon pink. He's a little bit more orange than like a human or a dwarf would be, and he's kind of got some like weird spots on his forehead.
He's a Talaxian. Oh, great.
But other than that, he kind of
So,
looks human, basically, as far as you can tell. And he's like pushed himself, and he's like, please, listen. My name is Yordyn. It's my last day. It's the
So-
last day.
the last day of what?
I can't explain it. Just get on your ship and turn back. Okay?
Why?
No.
I think
If
you
you
need
really
to
want it
explain
to
what
be
the
your
last
last day,
day is.
it can really be your last day.
Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Ren's just like, yeah.
Oh.
You do know that's not the biggest one we have. She kind of looks at she kind of motions to the boat.
Chud's out there picking his nose.
How did the proximity detectors not? When did they start to fly? When did you people start to fly? This is all highly irregular. Listen, I'm telling you for your own good. Please just turn back. Please.
I've never.
I
You
think you
think we
need to
care about
explain
our
what's
own
going
good
on.
here?
I just. Okay.
You know,
How am I
maybe
supposed?
if you don't want to tell us, maybe you would want to tell our captain.
Hmm.
I think maybe he wants to come with us. Last
Yeah.
day, my ass.
That makes sense. He needs another
Yeah.
job. I
Come,
get it.
come.
He
Come.
does need a new job.
Come with you where?
On our ship.
To our boat.
Listen,
You
I'm
want to know
telling.
how we fly? Maybe you
I
want to come and
no
see
no
us.
no 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 no. I take it back. I take it back. I don't
No.
want to know how you.
Rumby, get him.
Please
Yeah.
just okay. So what are you doing with this
Come
guy?
up,
Is somebody
friend.
gonna?
Come with us. Yeah, we're gonna shimmy him and we're gonna make him squeeze
Ooh.
his fat ass through that window we came through back onto our ship.
Oh, somebody get
Actually,
that lance. We don't want to leave that here.
how about I make this easy? And I'm gonna cast suggestion on him. And I want him to say, or I want to say, how about you come back and have a chat with us on our boat?
Let's see. Saving throw. He gets a saving throw, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Let's,
Bit of a Jedi mind trick moment.
Versus spells, it's
okay. So you're like, come back to our ship with us, basically.
yeah, come back and have a chat with us.
I don't think it's a good idea, but okay.
All right.
You really shouldn't cross the threshold, though.
Oh, and why is that?
Oh, you'll tell us all about it.
Well, you'll find out the truth about your world, and I don't think you're ready for that.
You can't handle the truth. No, I'm sure we'll make do. Come now.
Oh, what am I doing? It was the
We're gonna
last
get this
day.
guy back on the boat. We're gonna get this guy back on the Explorer,
Okay.
and I guess somebody's gonna grab that lance so that we don't leave the lance.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess we're gonna hop back on and have Mike take us back to the big ship.
All right. So Mike takes you and your new visitor, your new friend.
By the way, what did he say his name was again?
My
I don't know if
name
we caught that.
Yaren?
my
No,
name is
Yordyn. That's right.
my name is Yordyn.
Yordyn.
Jordan.
There's a
Yorden
D's
Peel?
nuts joke in here somewhere.
It's making its way. It's
Mm-hmm.
cropping up somehow.
God, you destroyed my station. What am I gonna do? My pension's gonna be shot because of you people. Are you gonna
Is that
murder
the only
me?
station?
Are you
Is
gonna?
that the only station?
No, there are stations all along the perimeter, just like this one. We were just about to have the changeover.
What's the changeover?
T-Rex is coming. What are they gonna do when
What?
I'm not
A
here?
T-Rex is coming.
T-Rex. Oh shit.
God damn it.
No, the T-Rex Corporation for the changeover. They're taking jurisdiction. It was my last day on the job. Everybody else has to be transferred, but I was gonna go on vacation. And now I'm here. So the Explorer
very
docks
important.
with Destiny. And you bring Yordyn.
Even the way he's talking, though, like I know that the nut is like translating, but some of those concepts just
Yeah, they're a
probably
little weird. He's
they
like,
don't make sense. To
yeah,
us.
it's coming through a little strange, definitely. Even this guy's like mannerisms, like everything about this guy, just super weird. So you get him back onto the ship, and so yeah, you've docked back with the Destiny. Let's go ahead and bring the Destiny back up, and what are you doing with him?
We're taking him to the captain, of course.
Yeah. So we're gonna go march on up to the captain.
Okay. The the captain actually meets you in the aft docking bay. As you're getting ready to enter the rest of the ship, captain's standing in that gangway area.
Ah, captain.
I saw you were returning.
This is Yordyn. He has an interesting story.
Yordyn. Yes, sir. My name is Captain Nova. I am the captain of this ship, the Destiny. We arrived here because we're explorers from the Renovan Empire. Far away. We've been led to you by this entity. He calls himself the Navigator. Of course,
The captain brought the navigator down with him.
yes. Can you tell us anything about the Navigator? No? Navigator. Can you tell us anything about this man, Yordyn? I am unfamiliar.
At this point, Guthix and Solus come down into the bay where everyone is. Oh, hello.
Navigator. Is he one of the ones that you brought us to help?
No.
All right, we can get rid of him.
Toss
Those
him
who need your
overboard.
help are beyond the barrier. Wait, what is that thing talking about? You can't. You can't go.
Why not? Says who? Where do these orders come from?
Okay. I'm gonna try and explain this to you people. But you're not gonna understand. And then you're probably just gonna kill me. We're not going to kill you.
I don't think it's so rash of us, friend. We just want to understand.
Just take a breath. You're safe with us. We won't harm you.
I might kill you.
Okay. So this sector is contracted to my firm, Zorkon Limited, a subsidiary of Frobos Corporation. We're a security firm who are in charge of the security perimeter of this particular world. There's a changeover happening today. My company, our contract has expired. We no longer have this. The T-Rex Corporation is coming. So it's bad timing all around. And I'm supposed to retire. Okay? And so you just need to turn around and go back to where you came from and forget you ever saw any of this. Because it's not for you. Okay?
But the navigator tells us that it is for us.
I don't know what the hell that thing is. I am the
We don't know
navigator.
what the hell you are.
Oh, I'm Yordyn Strauss. Oh, okay, listen.
What's going to happen if this new corporation shows up and we're here?
I don't know.
What are
I
they
don't
going
know.
to do to us?
I don't know. You have two choices. Okay, you have three choices. Three choices. Okay. Either you go back and you forget about all of this. You just turn around and go back. Forget about all of this and never come this way again. Okay, that's choice number one. And then we're all good. Everything is good. Except for that I have to write lots of reports, but at least I get to live, because you just leave me here. You don't take me back with you. I don't want to go back with you. Please do not do that. Leave me here in my station. Go back. Choice number one, everybody is good. Choice number two, you stay here. T-Rex Corporation comes and takes over jurisdiction of this area. And then whatever happens to you is based on whatever is in their contract, and I don't know that. I don't know what will happen to you, but I've heard that they can be aggressive in security matters. That's number two. That's probably not a good thing. Number three, you try to leave. And when you try to do that, you go out into the final lock. You'll be okay there, but then you'll be stuck. Because if you go any farther, your ship will be blown apart by the vacuum of space. So that's choice number three.
What? What are you talking about?
So that last part
You're
didn't.
gonna blow our ship apart?
That last part translated in your head really weirdly. It kind of translated as
The suck of nothing?
yeah, kind of like kind of like the
Is this guy carrying the towel?
it basically it sounded like he said your ship will be destroyed in the void, or something along those lines.
So, your company's in charge of security. Security from what? Or for what?
For this world.
Yeah, but what are you securing this world from?
From
Or for?
from breach to the outside. I don't know. This sector is you're the only habitated world in this sector. This is a mining sector.
How would we get to a different sector?
There are trade laws against genocide, or they would have destroyed your world years ago. I'm totally sure.
So how do we move to a different sector?
Uh, you don't?
Can you?
So they're coming. They must be coming in airships. So really, if they see that we have an airship and they have an airship,
It's
well,
clear that you don't understand the situation that you're in. It's clear. Oh. What are you gonna do with me? We're
Where
certainly
are you
not
going
going.
on vacation to?
I think that would have to be up to the captain.
We're certainly not going to harm you. And I have no intention of taking you back. Where will you go? I'd. Listen. I'll go. When I leave, I'm going off-world. In your heads, you hear the translation is something like I
Like to the sky?
basically like leaving. I'm leaving the planet. Is what it sounded like you
Do we
said.
even have a
We have
concept of that
left
planet?
the hand.
That's
No,
the
it's
thing, though.
hard.
It's
It's
like, do
like
we?
it's like I'm
That's
leaving.
planet is a concept. That's
It's not even
strange. That
planet.
would be
It's like I'm
strange.
leaving the world. It almost like makes it sound like he's
He's like
dying, but
dying.
not quite.
Yeah.
Or like he's ascending. Like the language that he uses, let's put it that way. It translates in your head almost like he's ascending to heaven.
My goodness.
But like
Maybe we
not
can.
in like a way like you killed him and he just died. Like he's ascending to heaven as like some kind of a deity or something that's just gonna go and live in heaven. It's pretty weird.
Take
And
us with you.
and some of you are no doubtedly and like undoubtedly having a very hard time with the concept. The captain is even kind of just like, seems a bit puzzled, definitely
Navigator,
troubled.
do you know where he's going?
I do not. As I stated, I have no information past the barrier.
Then how do you know the people that we need to help are past the barrier?
How do I know?
Yes.
I
It
know.
just explodes.
The information is in my mind. Its origin,
Navigator?
like my own, unknown.
Navigator. What do you think about what I'm about to say? The statement is false. Beep boop.
What statement is false?
This statement is false.
What statement is false?
Good times.
You can get him in a loop, but only if you continue the loop.
I see. Well then, I don't know, guys. What do you think we're gonna do? I have no idea really what's going on here. Hey, Yordyn, you got any good booze where you're from? Come on, I'm sure you got your fine spirits, ain't it?
Oh, if I live, I'm getting shit-faced. You better believe that. I'm getting so fucked up.
Oh,
Wait a
excellent,
minute.
my
Hold
friend,
on.
excellent. That's where
Hold
you
on.
take us then.
Wait a minute, because that is a term as well. That is probably something that we're not really familiar
It
with.
probably translated to a like term. Because again, it's the way that the nut works is it's a comprehension. So like you comprehend.
Okay.
Obviously, if
okay.
it's a term, like if it's something that's just beyond your comprehension, that's weird. But like getting shit faced, that's just vernacular.
We know about that.
Yeah, you know all about that.
So wait,
That's
you said you
might be
work
true.
for someone. Can we speak to your manager?
Oh no.
How's their
You're in
pay? Is it
charge
better
of
than the
them now.
Renown Empire?
Yeah, we've just become Karen.
uh, oh, oh. So he's like, he kind of shakes a little bit, and then like, you kind of see his eyes roll back into his head, and Yordyn just passes out. He just like passes out onto the deck of the ship. Well, there's
Well,
that.
guess we're taking him to sick bay.
Maybe we're too much for him?
I think this guy's too much for me, personally. My head just hurts talking to him. I don't know what he's saying.
If he's alive and just unconscious, we could just take him back and go on our way.
What do you mean, Tawar?
Just move forward. See what is beyond this edge of the water.
Leave him in his tower.
I don't think so. I think that if we move forward, we take him with us as a guide.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
he's a little strange, but he seems to have knowledge of what's beyond.
That's true.
I don't want to take this man as a prisoner. And if what he says is true and we go beyond and are destroyed, I wouldn't want to kill him in the process.
I can agree with that. This man seems like he's just doing his job, but we don't really have any other option. We can't just turn around now. Look at how far we've come.
He did say something interesting before we got him here. He said that there were more towers. He said that this is one of many, and apparently it stretches beyond.
He called it a perimeter. All right. Take the man to sickbay and to your stations. Or actually, not take him to sickbay. I think I agree with the war. I think we'll make sure that he's all right, but we'll place him back onto his tower. Prepare the ship to move forward.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Away party. Take him back. Deposit him on the tower post haste. Meet me on the bridge when you return.
We won't need everybody. Who wants to come? I just need two people to help me carry him.
I'll do it. Souls kind of squanders on up. I'm kind of curious to see what's in this tower anyway.
The captain and the navigator leave.
Ren will go too.
So Solus, Ren, and Anya.
Yes.
Sounds good.
You go back out with Mike and deposit the unconscious, but seems
Not
like
just that, I'm searching the tower.
his vitals are okay. You deposit Yordyn and you start to search around the tower.
Anya is going to search for secret doors as well.
All right.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Now, when Solus, assuming we're back in the tower already,
Mhm.
when we look out at the water, does it just like pour off the edge of the world, or is it just like kind of like a rendering error? Like, obviously you haven't played Minecraft, but
Yeah,
like
it's
sometimes
kind of
won't load.
it it's odd looking. It
Yeah,
almost
okay.
looks like it pours off, but it kind of looks like it's a weird, just a little, like almost an error. It's unusual looking. It's difficult to describe, but yes. You search around. You don't find any. You don't find any anything that looks really familiar to you in any way. You find a lot of debris, and you find a handful of unusual looking devices.
We should bring these back for study. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
if there's anything that we can kind of pick up and take that doesn't look broken,
We'll take all the devices.
Yeah, so
Take a look.
okay, and Anya's also, like I said, when she's searching for secret doors, she's searching the floor as well because she wants to see if there's something in that hole that maybe can go down.
yeah, no, you don't find any secret doors in here. Um, you end up finding 4 devices that look like they might be interesting. They're somewhat complicated looking. You have no idea what they are, but you can carry them. Like you things that you can pick up. So you got these 4 devices. Other than that, everything there's all kinds of like lights and patterns and all kinds of things, and there's some of them are even moving or blinking, but they're all like built into the walls, kind of. Everything is kind of like
Well,
built in.
here's a question, okay? Because it's something that that we would all actually still be looking for as well
Hmm.
is gold, silver, and copper. Maybe not pieces, but we would be looking for those kinds of things. I mean, that's what we would actually be looking. Cool
So
things we would be looking for.
a lot
Is
of
treasure.
there are kind of these what you could really only describe as fixtures with the lights and the patterns and stuff. And there are kind of metal framing, and some of that is shiny and looks like silver.
Or does it, because we also would know what steel looks like as well, or other metals. I mean, silver is kind of a
Yeah,
we're discerning,
it's
and red would
actually an
definitely know.
it's actually an unusual looking. It's not silver. It's not steel. You're at a loss to describe the color and luster. You've never quite seen anything like it. It could be valuable, but
If
it's
there are
hard
pieces
to
of it
say.
from if there are pieces of it from where the lance went through the machine on the opposite side, along with the devices, take pieces of that.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, you found a kind of a scrap corner kind of piece of framing that is that shiny metal that's kind of unusual looking. But everything in here is kind of unusual looking.
Okay.
So you grab that. You grab the 4 unusual artifacts, and
Is there a bed in here for? Is like it sounds like he's been here for a while. Is there a bed in there?
you don't see a bed. No. You like don't see anywhere for this guy to live.
Is there a chair?
There's a chair. He was sitting in a chair.
We'll put him in his chair.
Okay. You sit him up in his chair in front of his broken window. And you take your stuff, get back into the Explorer, and head back to the ship. Uh, Meanwhile, on the ship, the captain gives the he basically makes an announcement that you're going forward. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. You know, God God's speed to the crew and all this stuff. And once you get back, I'm assuming everybody from the party is gonna head up to the bridge.
Yeah. We'll
Right.
I'll drop off some of the little devices I found over at Tegan, and you can toy around with
Okay,
them.
yeah, great. All right, so you
Hey,
drop
Steve,
those
I sent
over
you
at
a message.
Tegan. And okay. All right. So you drop off the stuff to Tegan to take a look at, and head up to the bridge. And everyone, you're back. All right. Now that the Explorer's safe in dock. Lieutenant Commander, ahead. Engage.
Walk back the fire.
Yeah. So he starts to go forward. You pass the Tower of Yordyn and go closer and closer to the edge. As you get to finally where it's over the edge, you can see that it kind of does fold down almost. It almost looks like the surface of the water, including the waves, kind of fold down over the side. And as you get out into the void, it starts to kind of get darker. And it's dark for a moment. It's quiet. The roar of the sea is gone. And then up ahead you can see some flashing lights. Takes a moment of silence. And then
That didn't make a sound.
full lights all over. And it looks like you're in some sort of a bay. And there's something in front of your ship. It's huge. 100 times the size of the Destiny. There's lights all over it. It looks like a monster. Sir? Yes, Commander. Sir, I don't have control anymore.
Oh God, we're getting beamed up, Scotty.
Oh, if it's a corporate ship, we've encountered the Nostromo.
This kind of light beam comes out and is like, you can see it. It's like it kind of blinds everybody on the bridge, and anybody that's like, everybody's kind of gets blinded by this light as it kind of like goes along the ship. And the ship kind of gets pulled up inside this giant thing. There's all this clanking and clunking and echoing, and the ship is within some sort of a chamber. And as it rises, it finally comes to a stop. And it appears that you're in some sort of a dock. Off the bow of the ship, you can see people. You're in some sort of a structure. It's huge. Inside, there are other what could be vessels, but they're unusual looking. Not like anything you've ever seen. In fact, everything in here is alien, strange. I think I have to.
Oh,
I think I have to go out. Meet someone. It's my responsibility. Who's with me?
I'll go.
I'll be with you, Captain.
I
I don't want to do any talking, but I'll be there.
I think we should get Argyle.
I think we're clearly outgunned, and I think we should go to talk.
Agreed. Come with me. Navigator. You as well. So, anybody who's with the captain goes out to the hatch where he can get out to a gangplank and go ahead and meet some people.
okay. I'm interested.
So, who's going with the captain?
I'll go.
Or
Solus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay back. Just hang out for a second.
Okay. Thwar,
I
Solus,
moved. I
Anya,
moved my people down.
or nah? Anya
Next to
and
the.
Argyle.
Yeah.
This is fascinating. I must go.
Ren.
So
Yep.
Solus and Guthix are gonna go.
Okay. And then Rumby or Kegel.
I guess I'm half asleep, but Rumby.
Rumby. All right. And then also with you are with the captain are Lieutenant Drocht, Victor, and Commander Callis, the lady, the bitchy British lady. And they walk out onto the you walk out headed by the captain onto the gangplank and step out onto the unusual surface of the deck. It's not made of wood. It could be metal, but it's unusual. The surfaces in here are unusual. And a kind of a tall, thin man, at least you think that it is a man, in a white suit that somewhat looks like a uniform. He's got slick black hair, and he's holding something that looks like a book, maybe. Uh, he's got an entourage of men with different uniforms. They all have gray uniforms. And he walks up to the captain and he says, "Hello, I am Thorben Cow, and I am the legal entourage for Frobos Corporation. Who are you?" "I'm Captain Lucian Nova of the Renoan Novan Empire. This is my crew. My ship is the Destiny." Yes, Captain Nova. Okay. You and your men, and follow me, please. Thank you very much. He takes you out of the docking area and down a corridor into kind of a You guess it's somewhat of an office, and there's a large table with seats. Please, everyone, have a seat. So, did you encounter any security at the perimeter, Captain? We encountered a man named Yordyn in the tower. There was an altercation with him. He is safe. He's in the tower. We left him unharmed. Yes, that's good. Yeah. Okay. So, we have a bit of a situation, Captain. So, there's a changeover where you came in, and normally you would be the jurisdiction of the Tyrix Corporation. I don't know what they would do with you, but you somehow squeaked in just under the wire, and you got out here under Frobaz. Which makes us legally responsible for you, but you cannot go back to your world.
What?
So
What was that last part?
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
so you can't go back. You can't go back to your land ever. Um,
That is what Yordyn said.
you see,
That place was a shithole anyway.
Wait a minute. Wait, what do you mean? My wife is back there.
Oh man.
okay, so the situation is this. This is a ring class world. The sector that your lands fall into, your region is owned by Terran 5. They use it mostly for gas mining. They were unable to relocate, and there is a quarantine on this world, a 3 Omega 3 quarantine. The exact reason is classified, but generally speaking, that means quarantine of either entity or substance harmful to the outlying regions. And so, no, it's closed off, and you can never go back.
Argyle, at this point, has pulled his sword and is walking up to this guy. He's literally just like, fuck this. We're going back.
Solus is gonna detect magic. It's not Solus, Gothix.
And he's like advancing on this guy.
Argyle, stand down.
But
Stand down.
he said we can't go back.
We have to understand the situation. It's right, sir. You told us we can't go back. What do you mean? Just what I told you. Again, 3 Omega 3 quarantine level for this world means absolutely no in or out. But you're already out, in a manner of speaking. Again, you're lucky. Had you slipped in under Tyrix, well, let's just say they might have, well, they have displacement protocols, and I've heard, yeah. Anyway, uh, you're good with our company. Frobaz is gonna take care of you. in fact. It's our duty.
Hold on a second. So you're a different corporation than Zorgon Unlimited, was that right? I think Yordyn told us that.
Oh, no, 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 no. That's Zark Unlimited. Yes. It's a subsidiary.
Uh, right, of course. Uh, hmm.
How do I
A,
buy stock?
a smaller company within the company. Our portfolio is quite diverse.
I don't really care about your portfolio. I don't even know what the hell that is. I just want to be
So,
able to go back home.
Hmm. I understand your concerns.
Is there there's a table, right?
It's like a really,
Ar-
really big table.
Argyle is going to slam his sword down on the table because he's pissed.
Okay. You slam your
He's just
sword
like,
down on the table.
boom.
You're
so then
surprised.
where?
You expected it to crack the table, but it didn't. Didn't even leave a mark. What were you
Wow,
gonna
nice
say?
table you got here. Then I was gonna say, so if we can't go back, where are we going next?
Well, we'll have to figure out a way for you to go forward and see what you want to do.
We have multiple packages for a party of your size.
Uh,
Ooh, look at this world over here.
Wow, this world is great.
All
na-
water.
Navigator, are these the people we're supposed to help?
Unknown.
Will you know when we find the people we're supposed to help?
Unknown.
Huh.
Um,
That thing is
I'm getting
unusual. I've never
I'm
seen
getting
one
a
like
headache.
that.
One like that?
Yes, your robot. Like he said a word that just like didn't even. It was like it was like machine person or some shit like how it translated was like what?
Do
Well, probably
when
would have translated like a what do you call it? Like a golem.
Yeah, yep,
Probably would have.
likely. Yeah, your golem.
Yeah.
It probably did translate something along those lines. Like your golem. Yeah.
so do I detect magic here? Is there like do these does this people or civilization or corporation use magic in their operation or
You kind of do detect some magic, yes. But it's unusual.
That word keeps popping up. Unusual. Do you not think you
So,
know what this word means?
uh what would you like to do going forward?
I've already told you. I wanna frickin' go home.
Can you show us your options? What kind of places can you send us to?
can you bring people from our world to here if we can't go back?
Most certainly not. Absolutely against any kind of regulation or law.
Uh,
We couldn't send you
has
back.
has anybody else ever come here from our nation? From our empire?
In five... No. No, you're the first. Congratulations.
Wow,
Wow, awesome.
real trailblazers. I guess we
Yeah.
accomplished our mission, Captain Nova.
So, you said you're explorers.
We just stranded 300 plus people.
Well, there's a lot to explore. Okay, here's what we have to do.
Send me someplace I can make a fortune.
The first thing that we have to do is we have to remove all of you from your ship and quarantine you. Yes. We have some quarantine procedures. You will need to be inoculated. And Yeah.
no idea what that word means.
yeah, yeah,
That's
That
actually a
would-
word.
yeah,
That really,
yeah.
that really is a word that nobody would not
It's a word,
understand at all.
exactly. There was no translation for it. It sounded like it was, and all of you were just like, "What the shit? What did he just say?" You're gonna have to
Oh.
be raped up the. It's like-
Nobody's knocking me.
yeah, yeah. All right, let's start protocols. Captain, if you could have all your crew begin to disembark in an orderly fashion, we will have set up stations. Um, Nobody is to bring any personal belongings, and anything that they do bring, well, we'll have to be removing clothing. We'll give you some special clothes for the time being, and
with like a scar on it, and then they're gonna separate, the men from the women, and
that should
send us.
only take about 4 hours, and give or take. And I think everything should be good.
We're just gonna process you over here, over in our Soylent plant.
Ugh. My goddamn investment with Lucchesi has gone to complete waste.
I've got a wife back home.
My people. I'll never see them again.
The Masha subplot.
How do you know it's over?
That's true.
Masha's just another planet the whole time, controlling one person.
We've just been in a fever dream this entire time. It starts snowing inside.
Oh god damn it! If it starts fucking snowing,
Yeah,
that's it. No, that's where they're gonna send us. The snow planet.
Yeah.
They're gonna send us to the goddamn
To
snow
Hoth.
planet.
That's actually how we go back.
Yeah, yeah. So you, your characters kind of sit in this room and kind of just wait for like.
Wait, does the captain agree to this?
The captain leaves with this guy, and you kind of just sit in this room, like you're in this room, just kind of waiting.
Oh my god.
Do you want to do this, guys? Oh no. What about the rest of you?
I don't know.
You seen the size of this thing? I don't know what options we have.
But they left the navigator in there with us, right?
The navigator is in
Like-
there with you.
Like not I mean like the ship's navigator.
The ship's now. Oh yeah. Both
Captain,
Commander Tiberius
Alice.
and Victor and are both there. So like the big or no, that's right. Commander Callus and Victor are both there. So both the woman and the brute guy.
Or
Callus,
two.
you said that the navigator or Tiberius said that he lost control. Is that correct?
He said that he did.
You might not be able to get out.
We're in a desperate situation. It's true. I trust the captain.
Huh. I'm gonna in the holding room, I guess we're in. I'm gonna start searching for secret doors.
There is, of course, one door, the door that you came through. But you start
That
searching
open?
around to see if you can see any others.
Yeah, I guess that's a good idea.
People are gonna kind of search a little bit. A couple people.
Mhm.
All right. So you start
Ready
searching
for the
around,
reveal.
trying to see what you can figure out. And
Argyle is actually really interested in why this table didn't break, and he's gonna investigate the table.
He's gonna try to hit it over and over again.
He's gonna see if like he can pick it up. He's gonna see if he can try to figure out what the hell this thing is. What the hell? Yeah, Argyle is fascinated with the table now.
he like picks it up, and it's way, way, way lighter than what he expected it would be.
This is weird.
And everybody's looking around trying to search for secret doors. not really finding anything. And
Anya's gonna see if she can actually walk out the door.
she goes over to the door. There's a handle, but it seems to be locked.
They've locked us in.
There's like no anything. There's like no lock plate or anything on this door. Like nothing to pick, basically.
I mean, honestly, meeting you guys was the best thing to happen to me in that old world. So, good riddance.
after
Glad.
after quite some time of hanging out in here, not really finding anything, someone comes back in and says, "It's not the
same
original
type
person."
of person?
Yeah,
It's the same type of person?
it's a
Or
this person also looks like a human. Has come in and you're supposed to come with us. You join your crew. Please follow me.
Huh.
As you leave the door, uh, each of you gets handed a packet, and you realize as they kind of shove it in your hands that it's like this white clothing. There's like a white shirt and white pants, and kind of these booty looking things.
Excuse me. Do you have one of these in all black?
uh, sorry, nah. So they instruct you to remove your clothing and your belongings and put them into these kind of bin things in the wall and put on those outfits.
Argyle doesn't want to give up his weapon.
You'll get everything back.
How can I trust you?
Because I said you'll get everything back. I don't think you have really a choice, but
Argyle, your sword didn't even put a dent in the table. I don't know if we really have any options here.
Argyle grudgingly gives his stuff over.
all right. So he puts the stuff in the bin. You get dressed, and finally, they take you to this big hall. And you see in this big hall, they have all these kind of weird looking cots set up in this giant hall. And you see everybody from your crew. And they're all in these white suits with booties. Same ones that you're in. And they kind of usher you into this thing, and you kind of see the captain and the bridge crew. You see like them kind of people huddled around the captain. The captain looks like he's talking.
I need to check out.
All right, yeah, we should probably call it a day here, anyways.
What a plot twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Guess we're gonna be spacefarers, gentlemen.
Actually, all just an illusion, and then
All just an illusion.
Glenn just appears in front of us. All right,
My
now you're gonna
God.
give us some information.
Yes.
No,
you
know who the big bad is?
In fact,
I'll
you've
tell
been
you
in
who
the custody of Glenn Bashby the whole time.
No,
Just stuck in
I'm
his
telling you right
horrible
now.
illusion.
No, it's Kane.
Kane.
It's Kane.
Yeah. Kane. Yeah.
Oh.
Goddamn Kane.
So yeah, interesting stuff. That was that. What are your thoughts?
Well,
Space.
it's
The final frontier.
I have no idea what's gonna happen next, so I'm excited, pretty much.
Cool. Good to hear.
Daggers in space.
Space daggers.
Space baggers. Bam, 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 ba-dam.
The
That one.
Dix in space.
Yes, exactly. Good stuff. Well, I don't know if our viewer is still here, if we have any other viewers, but if you stuck around till the end, thank you. If you're still here, like us, follow us on social media. If you enjoyed it, we have a YouTube channel. All our previous streams are up on there, except for the ones that I haven't gotten to yet, but I promise I'll catch up at some point. But there's still a lot of content on YouTube. There's like, I don't know, something like 14 hours worth of game or 20 hours
Yeah,
worth
go
of
over
game or
there.
something.
Like
So,
and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Leave comments. Do the things.
yeah, share all the stuff.
I have a
And
spell for this. I can't forget.
thanks for watching. Oh yeah, smash that like. Of course, I switched it away from gameplay so they can't see. But there it is. Smash that like. Put it back in for just a sec. And that's gonna be it. I'm gonna stop the stream here. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
No.
Catch you guys next week, I guess. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. I'm tired as fuck. I've been at this computer for
All day.
yeah, 13 hours. So
Ha.
my eyes are burning. I'm gonna not be at this computer anymore.